It's not something that like most couples do.
But it's working for us.
Yeah. Do you want to see my profile?
Your dating profile?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this thing.
It was both of our ideas for me to seek other partners. We came to that conclusion together.
I'm dying inside. This is, without a doubt, one of the saddest things I have ever seen on a reality TV show. This man was married to his wife for 4 years, and then she decided to cheat on him. So they had a serious discussion about it, and they decided it would be best to reward her by allowing her to cheat over and over again. Forever, while he just sits there, just giving occasional depressed chuckles. And his wife is all like, what's the problem if he agrees? He clearly doesn't have a problem with it. Look at the guy. He's melting. The poor man is clearly in shock. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's watch a marriage slowly and painfully disintegrate before our eyes.
Mike is partner number 1. Partner number 2 is hopefully on the way. Polyamory is when somebody has multiple intimate relationships.
I don't like that she's turning this into some little teaching moment about polyamory. It's not that we don't understand what it is, it's the fact that you married somebody and were part of an exclusive committed relationship for years and then you cheated on him. You weren't upfront about this at all. Over and over you'll hear her say, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with having multiple love partners? That's not the issue. This dude did not sign up for that. It's one thing if you establish that going into the relationship, but I don't think it's right to drop that on somebody years into a committed relationship, especially if it's only a one-way thing.
Polyandry is when a female has multiple husbands. That's something that Mike and I are like really looking for.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's looking for it. He looks ecstatic. Whoa, settle down, Mike. Contain your excitement, please.
As soon as we met, it was like we were inseparable. That's why I had such like a struggle, like when, I met that guy line dancing.
Oh my God. Did she hear herself? Really? We were inseparable. I've never been so in love. And then I went line dancing one night.
I cheated on Mike while we were dating, not because I was unhappy with our relationship.
All right, I'm gonna stop you right there. Honestly, nobody cares what your explanation is. It's stupid. Imagine that. Imagine being caught cheating and saying, oh, it's not because I'm unhappy in the relationship. I'm just such an amazing person that I can't contain myself to one other person. But you, Mike, you are not capable of loving more than one person. You are not special like I am. There's only one solution to this. I'll see other people and maybe you can look in through the window if you've been good.
But because I just had this really intense connection with somebody else. That's what was so hard. It was like, why do I feel this way about this other person if our relationship is so good?
Because it's not that good. It is clearly not that good. I hate that she keeps saying that he wanted this, that it was his idea. So you're telling me that if you hadn't cheated, just out of the blue one day, he'd be like, hey, you know what? We should get you a second husband.
I had read some psychology and dating books, and I was open to the idea. I'd ask myself a lot of questions. Do I want to stay with her? To pursue multiple partners? Or do I want to break up with her? I decided to stay with her and just grow from there.
Just listen to the way that she talks about it compared to the way he talks about it. For her, she could not be more excited. It's this wonderful, amazing new chapter of love and blah, blah, blah. And his tone of voice just always screams, well, this is my life now.
I fully trust you now, but there's still jealousy and some fear and anxiety, of course.
Oh yeah, it really sounds like it was his idea. Babe, do you know how unattractive jealousy is? You got all jealous when I went line dancing. Oh, next thing you know, I bring home a guy and we go up to our bedroom. You're gonna get jealous then too? Really?
When Elisa initially told us, I was kind of in shock. So he knows you're doing it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's just weird.
Oh, not only does he know, this was his idea. Can you believe that? This was all him. I can't take any credit for it. I was like, no, ew, I'm not gonna do that. We were committed, but he insisted.
Why can't you just be satisfied with Mike? He's a good guy.
Well, I know he's a good guy. There's nothing wrong with Mike.
Instead of being satisfied with what you got to look for more.
She keeps laughing like she didn't absolutely destroy this guy. As the show progresses and things get more real for them, his chuckles get sadder and his shirts just get smaller. I think it's pretty obvious that she's just pretending not to notice that he isn't okay with this.
But you make it seem like,
well, I'm just
like
trying to
I'm
understand.
not happy with, I'm very happy. I want to find somebody who's like the opposite of Mike.
Listen, I'm very happy with Mike. I just want to find somebody who's the total opposite of Mike because I don't really like Mike. In fact, I like Mike more than I like Mike.
I am very spontaneous. I am very creative. To have another partner who is those things, I feel like it will help me grow in those areas.
So it's funny she tries to claim that there's nothing wrong with Mike and she's completely happy with Mike, and now she's giving 2 examples of things that Mike doesn't have. He's not creative or spontaneous. And now listen, to be fair, Mike doesn't have the biggest personality, you know? He's kind of like a Cheerio in human form, but I think she's completely full of crap when she says that she needs another partner in order to become more spontaneous and more creative. What is she talking about? Does Mike just suck all the creativity out of the room? Like all of a sudden she just can't think when Mike's around? He's so plain.
You ready for a thrilling night of potting plants?
If I have to pot one more plant with this guy, I am gonna lose it.
But first, do you want to see my profile?
Your dating profile? Sure.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this thing.
All right, now keep in mind, this is just a first draft, so go easy on me. So I wrote, I'm spontaneous, I'm creative, I love the outdoors, I'm trying to replace my turd husband, I love dogs and cats equally. You know, I can't even choose one. What was that part about the turd and the...
It was both of our ideas for me to seek other partners.
It was both of our ideas, and if you don't believe me, I'll just say it 800 more times if that's what it takes.
Cool. Can I read the rest of your
Yeah, sorry.
about part? Wow.
What? 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 Is it bad?
Intimacy and a deep connection are very important to me. If you can't go deep, no pun intended, then this isn't going to work out.
Babe, do you not hear my depressed chuckles? I'm chuckling. It's a chuckle for help here. He always has this sad little chuckle, and then she has an evil laugh. It's crazy to me that she always tries to bring up the point that it's not just about the physical relationship, but she actually wants to have a deep connection with somebody, as if that's any better.
The main part, like a big part of dating, if you want to go the app route, is putting up a profile and just meeting other people there. To me, that's not a big deal. You know, that's something that we've accepted that we are going to do.
Please, for the love of God, man, just speak your mind. We all see you're hurting. We can all see it. I feel like he's always just sitting around trying to explain, no, it's not what you think. It's like, dude, who are you explaining it to at this point? You guys have said the same thing over and over again. Don't worry, I'm cool with it. It's fine. It's totally cool. I'm fine with it. I'm not even thinking about it. I don't sit up at night thinking about it or trying to explain it away to myself.
I do want to see who she is spending her time with, because they are going to be a big part of her life, and, you know, that extends into my life too.
Do you think that, like, if I found somebody that I really like and start to see, like, regularly and become serious with, do you think you'd want to meet them?
Of course I would love to meet him, honey. Nothing would make me happier. Maybe after that we could even just dump a bucket of scalding hot lava on my head. Why not, you know? Screw it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't think that would be hard? To see me holding hands with somebody else or, like, kissing someone else?
I mean, yeah, I guess it wouldn't be easy, but...
At this point, it seems like she just enjoys telling him over and over again that he's going to have to see her with somebody else. Mike, are you going to be jealous? Because that's going to be an issue. Let's say, for example, I meet somebody named Mike, and he's just better in every way. Are you going to be jealous of Mike?
A whole new bag of emotions, a little more jealousy, more uncertainty. Kind of have to keep reminding myself, like, this is what we wanted.
Sounds great, man. Sounds like everything is going well. Every night before I go to sleep, I just remind myself that this is what we wanted. Everything's okay because this is what we wanted, you know? So anyway, she ends up going on a date, and it doesn't go very well. The guy is kind of weird and gets way too sexual way too fast. Mike's reaction when she's telling him about it afterwards is hilarious, of course.
So I went on that date.
Okay. Tell me about it.
You know, sometimes you go on a first date and it's like great, and other times you go on a date and it's like not so great.
Yeah.
All right, so it sounds like the date didn't go very well. Maybe I have a shot with her. I could work up the courage to ask her out. Wait, this is my wife.
There still wasn't any, like, connection or chemistry there, anything, like, deeper than that.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah, I am so in. I'm totally gonna ask her out.
There's a little bit of jealousy there. It's definitely gotten better.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not like I'm, like, hoping for you to have bad days and be like, oh, I really hope this one sucks for Lisa.
He just said that he's hoping she has bad dates. Oh, but it's all his idea. You totally on board. Yeah, no big deal. Yup, this is absolutely my idea. I wanted her to do this, but I wanted her to fail when she tried because I get jealous.
Yeah, I hope
Like,
you're
I'm
not
not-
hoping for a
Nah,
failure.
I'm not, nah.
This guy reminds me of SpongeBob's cousin Stanley. Imagine not only being in the situation, but having it documented and filmed. So next, they meet with Mike's mother to discuss their relationship.
But I don't know why he chooses to live this way if that's the way she chooses to live her life. I don't understand.
I mean, to give you a little bit of context, so I was going out line dancing and
Oh my god, again with the line dancing? What? I just think it's dumb for her to explain the same exact cheating story over and over again as if the context is gonna matter or make any difference.
it's just like this immediate connection. And I've only felt that twice in my life. Once with Mike. Oh no, now I'm getting emotional.
I've only felt this way twice before. Once with Mike, of course, my husband, the love of my life, the person I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with, and then the line dancing guy. Please don't underestimate the connection that line dancing guy and I have, okay? He opened up my mind to a whole new realm of living.
It was this huge struggle, and it was like a month and a half before I ended up sleeping with this guy.
That's not good.
She acts like she's the first person in history to struggle with thinking about other people while in a relationship. This whole little cheating speech that she gave just comes off as really selfish, and I think it's ridiculous to see her crying and getting emotional and making herself the victim in a situation where she was cheating on somebody.
I'm sorry. I think it's justified cheating sometimes. How can
I
you
mean, I can-
justify you're married? How can you go out with another person?
Why do we have to limit ourselves to the amount of love we have in our lives?
It's crazy she sat there and told that whole cheating story right to this guy's mother and tried to cry and make it seem like she was the victim. Oh, poor me, I'm with some guy that I don't really want to be married to that much anymore, but instead of just being honest and getting a divorce, I'm just gonna cheat on him and have a bunch of different partners and just make him feel like absolute shit. And then I'm gonna try to justify it with some weird line dancing love story.
You don't have to limit your love, but you can control yourself and not date other people.
Huh. You know what? I never really thought about that. Interesting. So I would just control myself. Oh, okay. So I would just be with the person that I decided to get married to. Huh. Well, that's not going to work for me because my heart needs more love and attention, affection, and whatever other crap I need to say so you guys don't think I'm a bad person.
She still thinks this is about having sex, but it's not. It's about building a connection.
If you can't go deep, no pun intended, then this isn't going to work out.
You're saying it's not all about that, but of course it still includes that. So it's not really that much better just because it's an emotional connection as well. If anything, that's worse. You're adding even more on top of it.
There's always the possibility that at some point we could change our minds, not just about kids, but about, our relationship or even other things.
Huh?
You really backing out on me, Mike, already? Huh? You're getting cold feet? I haven't even gotten started yet. Come on. But seriously, I think the constant use of the word we is strange in this situation when they both clearly have different opinions on what's going on here. Because when he says, what if we decide at some point, what he means is, what if I'm really uncomfortable with it right now, but I'm too scared to say anything?
What if one of us changes our mind about not wanting to continue to date other people? Do you think that's something that could potentially come up in the future?
I would be shocked if that kind of conversation came up.
What the hell does that mean? The conversation is coming up right now. He's trying to talk about it right now.
I'm not ready to give up this lifestyle. Not yet. We've barely even started.
So anyway, there you have it. Do you think this is a good decision for both of them? Do you think it's going to end up well? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments, or if you've watched any of the show. Before I go, I just want to remind you, if you're interested to check out the podcast, which is on Spotify and Apple, the links for that will be in the description. And also consider checking out the Patreon as well. I've posted some videos about TCAP over there recently, and there's a few 90 Day Fiancé videos there that aren't on YouTube. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.
Well, I got the old cornhole set up there, Vincent. You want to throw a few bags around?
I am very spontaneous. I am very creative. To have another partner who is those things, I feel like it will help me grow in those areas in ways that I can't with Mike.